Dr. Abby Medcalf here, and today I'm going to teach you what micro-cheating is and how to know if it's hurting your relationship. So let's get to it. Well, micro-cheating is just that. If there was a cheating scale, I would say that having sex with someone would be maybe at the top of that, having an emotional affair would be somewhere in the middle, and micro-cheating would be closer to the bottom of that scale. Micro-cheating covers things that happen outside a committed relationship that are relatively small and are usually happening, I think really always happening, through apps, texting, social media, sliding into someone's DMs, liking or commenting on someone's photos all the time, that kind of thing. I don't personally believe micro-cheating happens much in real life, though, because the examples people give me, to me, are emotional affairs, really, or bordering on those. So maybe your partner has a work husband that she's getting very close with, and they start sharing lunches outside the office, or maybe your man has been going to the local bar and spending all his time chatting with the female bartender instead of his buddies. To me, these are actually bordering on emotional affairs, or at least the beginnings of some. And in these cases, they're sharing in-person conversations, and that's growing into something else. It's a really different thing. The connection we have in person with people is very different, and it's much easier. And of course, that sexual connection or the chemistry, you can feel it. It's palpable, very different than if you're online. So, and if you've got a different example of something like this from your own relationship, definitely put that down in the comments so other people can get a handle, because there's a range of what micro-cheating or emotional affairs can all look like, and sharing what's going on for you can really help other people see something that maybe they didn't even realize was in this category. So, okay. But the real question is it cheating? That's what I get asked all the time. Well, yeah. It's got cheating in the damn title. You can focus on the micro all you want, but it's still cheating if it's outside the boundaries of the rules of your relationship. And that is always the key with any kind of cheating, emotional affairs, whatever, everything. What constitutes cheating is different in every single relationship. You and your partner need to decide what cheating is for you. It's an agreement. And for some couples, for example, watching porn is cheating, and for others it's not. It's always up to what the two of you, again, agreed upon. And I would add that it's always about not keeping secrets from your partner or taking time or energy away from the relationship you have with your partner. If it's in those categories, then to me, it's absolutely some form of cheating. And I've also been asked, it seems like it's very common now, micro-cheating, and I think it's become more common because we're online so much, especially since the pandemic started. It's just too easy to impulsively reply to someone's story or download that new dating app just to check it out. You get that little bit of excitement, dopamine starts flowing in your brain, and the next thing you know, you're checking, you have the constant urge to check your social media, or you're texting someone all day long. So can it hurt your relationship? Well, abso-friggin-lutely. Of course it can. Maybe, let's say it's you doing the micro-cheating and you're thinking, well, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not really gonna do anything. But that's not the problem. The problem is the lying and the secrecy. My guess is you're rationalizing it and deciding it doesn't matter, but what really matters isn't what you think about it, it's what your partner is thinking and feeling about it. What do they think it means? And again, if you're keeping a secret, you don't even know. So that's hurting you. That's hurting your relationship. And if you're on the other side and your partner is the one micro-cheating, and maybe they're telling you, oh, you're overreacting, you're making too big of a deal of this. To me, you should take that as a warning. If you're asking them to stop and they're dismissing you or hiding it more, going more underground, you should also take that as a warning. Because, I have to give it to you straight. Your partner is telling you that they don't value your feelings or needs, that they value what they want, their feelings and needs, way higher than yours. They're not being honest. they're not respecting your boundaries. And at that point, you really need to ask yourself, what am I getting in this relationship? Why am I here? And, sadly, that's a big macro problem, not a small micro one. So I would really encourage you to really look into therapy at that point and figure out why you are allowing someone to treat you this way, why it feels okay to you be in this kind of relationship. It's really important that you get to the bottom of that, because it's not just about leaving this relationship if you choose to, it's about not creating that again. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And if you want to learn more about how to be happy in all your relationships, definitely hit the subscribe button. I come out with new videos every week. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.